Hey guys, you're watching Explore the Weird. I got more Shaman Says content. Shaman just keeps sending content. So does Nathan. So does my wife. There's literally so much content that I have to get through. I am set, I feel like for months. Months, guys. This is crazy. This is crazy. But we're gonna get through it and it's gonna be great. Are you ready for the ride? Guys, longer form content. This is a true reaction channel. I actually do react to the videos. If you're not used to that, you're used to the slow, barely adding any value to the videos. There are other reaction channels for you. Continue watching them. Currently, you are a sheeple and not a goon. Be a goon. Being a goon is so much better. Get into the goon vibes. I will see you maybe potentially again, or maybe I'm gonna always see you. Who knows? What timeline are you in right now? When are you watching the video? We're gonna get right into it. Shaman Says sent me videos, so let's see. Let's see.
The mind-blowing reason why big pharma and the world leaders are suppressing Orgonite technology. Now, this is one of the main reasons people have been planting these at the bottom of 5G towers because they neutralize EMF. Check this video out. Now, as you can see, Buddy has his EMF reader. It's reading about 300 right now, and he grabs his Orgonite device and puts it next to the reader, and you can see it neutralizes the EMF. Now, we are surrounded by EMFs on a daily basis, and this shit is so toxic for our body. Not to mention, growing food with Orgonite devices gives you 3 times the yield. This is exactly why the CIA threw this guy in jail. His name is William Reach. He discovered Orgonite technology and was using it to heal people. After 2 years in jail, he died of a heart failure. Surprise, surprise. The power of these things is absolutely incredible. That's why I always keep them around. Not to mention they give you a better sleep and induce the craziest vivid dreams while promoting balance and cleansing the energy in the room. Everyone should have Orgonite devices in their house, especially next to their Wi-Fi router and their smart meters. And for the best Orgonite pyramids on the market, click the link in my bio. I got free shipping for you guys. Peace and love.
Hey, everything was good till you tried to show me your store or whatever link that was. But I've never heard of Orgonite, or maybe I have. Have I seen this video? It's so hard to keep up with how many videos I've seen. It's getting crazy. It is literally getting crazy. So if it's a repeat, you go with it. You stop it. Don't call me out. I mean, how does this even work? Like, it's some type of metal or something? What is Orgonite? A stone? I mean, how is it stopping EMF? I'm starting to feel like maybe this is snake oil. I don't know. I'm not feeling the Orgonite right now. I haven't heard of it. This is the first time, and I'm not sure how it helps. I mean, like, EMF is all around us, so how is this tiny pendant gonna stop? And he's not even wearing it. He's not even using it. I feel like, where's his Orgonite? Is it go on a necklace? Where does it go? You know, where do you stick these things? All right, we're gonna keep it going.
Had to become a Freemason because you can't get involved in Satanism on the hardcore level without first being a Freemason. That was my official shrine portrait, which they took as part of my initiation. I was ready to become involved in hardcore Satanism. What did that mean? Well, that meant I had to sell my soul to the devil. I had to sign my name on the contract in blood. I had to sign my name in the black book. You gotta understand something. The satanic doctrine here is that hell is not what we believe it is, or what the Bible teaches it is. The satanic doctrine is that hell is this incredible party. It's like a non-stop, all-eternity orgy. So you're smoking dope, you're fornicating your brains out, you're listening to rock and roll through all eternity. And it's party hardy time. But before I could get onto the priesthood of Satanism, excuse me, I had to get 7 people to sell our souls to the devil. The other thing I had to do, and this might astonish some of you, is I had to become a Catholic priest. I had to go back to my original vocation, because you cannot be a satanic priest unless, first of all, you're a Catholic priest. And if that surprises you, I just suggest that you go and you read some of the medieval literature. You'll see that that is in fact the case.
Guys, there was a lot to take in here. I'm not sure who this individual is. I hope everything is okay, and he is still present in our timelines. I have a feeling he's speaking out. A lot of the truths are coming out. Maybe he could be silenced by now, but I'm hoping that maybe he just joined some different type of organization and he thought he was becoming a Freemason, and somehow he ended up joining a satanic Illuminati type cult or something. I feel like something else happened to him. Something else, like, who? I don't understand. I've never heard these from other Freemason. Usually they're like, oh, there's a ritual we got to perform. Oh, there's the guy that's going to be our savior. We're going to go illuminate him. We're going to do the ritual around him, whatever it may be, But this guy, oh man, he went from getting indoctrinated to like turning into a priest. I don't even know why he's out here telling us these things. What's going on? What's going on? Is everything okay? Is everything okay? How are you able to tell us all this? Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's keep it going.
You have to sacrifice loved ones. You have to sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great. It is very unfortunate, and you feel it at times. You know the saying: if it's too hot, get the hell out of the kitchen. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta get out of the kitchen because it gets hot. Sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great.
I mean, it's not like his family is being sacrificed. Every 3 years, someone disappears in his family, you know? I feel like he probably... ritualistic sacrifice that's happening where, oh my god, oh boy, hopefully everyone is okay and things are still continuing. What happens after the sacrifice? Do the bodies get taken over by other, and then they can, I don't know, do they get replaced with body doubles? How did they keep this going for so long? How do you not tell that your own family is being... do you not question that, hey, Uncle Stan disappeared, wonder what happened? There goes Uncle Roger. I'm feeling American Dad, I'm sorry. There is a lot to unpack here, but I am going that he potentially could have meant just like his time away from loved ones is the sacrifice he's talking about, because he had to practice all that time. I don't know. Then again, he does some interesting dances. All right, we're gonna keep it going. Don't come after me. I'm just exploring.
And throughout the years, look how different. Like Rob, look at that guy compared to that. Are you kidding? Guys, don't lie to yourself. That does not look like the same guy. And there was one when he was on the plane with John Kirby. His chin, it was a double chin. Then he has a different chin in that one.
The nut chin.
The nut chin, the Balchinian. It just looks like, I understand people age and they get different faces, but this is ridiculous. This is just...
I don't know for a fact what's going on. But what I do know is that when I interviewed the former chief disguise officer of the CIA, she specifically told me that they made these masks so good, this is 30 years ago, that it fooled the leader of the free world, George Bush.
Wait, leader of the free world? George what? Who's the leader of the free world? There's a leader of the free world? There's a free world? Is the free world outside of the... Never mind. I'm trying to figure out which things in the algorithm actually cause the suppressions, and I've identified a few topics, so we're going to stay away from some actual terms just to see, but if you guys are smart enough, you'll know. Yeah, it could, but I mean, they said what? He's Jim Carrey, they said he's an actor, he's been replaced. The butt chin, I have a butt chin. You can't just change from a butt chin to a regular chin unless you get, like, fillers, right? How the heck do you change your chin? Bone. Is it bone? What causes the butt chin? I don't know. Oh boy. All right. I mean, like, he's a puppet anyway. They're all going to be puppets, regardless of who's in there. So everything's fine here.
More mummies found in America in this time frame by a gigantic margin than there are in Europe or Egypt. In fact, the Smithsonian was caught stealing mummies from Colorado and shipping them to Europe. And the deeper you go, the crazier the things they find. 17 miles northeast of Manchester is a prehistoric cavern in which wonderful discoveries have lately been made. They're on a farmer's land in Ohio. The ground shapes downward into this weird depression in his land. What they find when they remove the rocks covering the bottom of this depression is a tunnel into a underground tomb. It contains 9 chambers or rooms. They find a well in one of these chambers, and 45 feet from the top of that well, they found the entrance to a second cavern, which proved to be the family tomb of a race of gigantic men.
Yeah, it's insane. Even a single human statue, if you asked anybody on the street, has that ever been found in America, they'd probably say no.
Wait, what? There were more mummies found in the United States than actual Egypt or Europe? What? And then we recently watched that video where we learned that the Grand Canyon had hieroglyphs and tunnel systems or caverns in the, oh my god, in the Valley of the Kings. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! There's so many things. There's so many things to unpack, and it is hard to keep track. It is hard to keep track. This is definitely nice to know that potentially what we know about Egyptian technology and ancient civilizations is far more than we initially thought. It wasn't just contained to Egypt and the surroundings. They actually somehow found a way to come to America too. And all those underground tunnels, you start to wonder, hey, is that the reason why people are going underground? They find these ancient things and they're like, hey, if other civilizations went underground, we need to do the same thing. Oh no, we're all gonna have to find the caverns. Wasn't there like a church in New York that recently they found like people living under their basement or something? Is that what they were actually looking for, the tunnels? Once they figured out the tunnels, then they were going to go into the deeper well, and then once they were in the deeper well, they would come to the giant civilization that has forever been underground, and they're like, you have solved the puzzle. You have unlocked all the secrets. I'm spiraling. You can't tell I'm spiraling.
So I said, if E equals mc squared, then E divided by c squared equals m. Saying that if energy is fast matter, then all matter is slow energy. When we see things, when we perceive our environment, our eyes are slowing down energy, and I'm allowed to see it as matter. So that process of energy being slowed down by c squared, my theory says that it's happening in the mind. Our brain is a particle decelerator. So scientists use particle accelerators all of the time, speed up particles to emulate the beginning of the universe, smash atoms together. So I said, no, our brains are particle decelerators. We take all of this energy that's happening in rapid succession and we slow it down so that it makes sense, that we have an interface. This reality is an interface with each other. That's essentially what's happening with our eyes. There's a reason I can't hear light, because the speed that ears interpret at is for sound. It's at Mach 1 to, our range of sound. It's not fast enough to perceive light.
All right, we got Kyra in the room and this guy talking about sound and light being perceptions and where the decelerator in our brains. That just feels crazy. Oh no, you want the keyboard? You want to play on the keyboard? But I'm trying to record. You want to say hi to the goons? Okay, say hi to the goons. Can you say goons? Yeah. Wow. Okay, we can play on the keyboard in a second, okay? You want to play it on a second or you want to play right now? Looks like I'm going to play on the keyboard right now, so I will be back. In a few seconds and we will talk. But the basic thing is we're light beings. We're light beings, guys. We're light beings, and our brains are particle decelerators, and everything you're perceiving is between you and your eyes and your timeline. So think good things, think positive things. Hi, Kyra. All right, let's go.
A few moments later.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Kyra wanted to play on the keyboard, and Kyra comes first. I'm sorry. Kyra comes first. All right, let's keep it going.
Fun fact. At the base of the Washington Monument, it's 55.5 feet wide, which equals 666 inches. It is 555 feet tall, which equals 6,666 inches. Coincidence, huh?
I mean, at this point, we've also heard that there were satanic stuff in Freemasonry, and then there's Freemasonry symbolism all over these artifacts in DC. They're basically hiding it in plain sight. They don't tell us about the 6666666. Oh boy, it's just constantly going. They just keep telling us about all the other measurements. They're like, oh, don't convert these over to other units. Just look at this one unit. Okay. The 55.5, that also sounds interesting. Is that like some pyramid related or something? I don't know. That seems like an interesting angle. All right, we're going to keep it going.
The reason we cannot eat pork as Christians leads all the way back to Genesis 6, where the Nephilim lived before and after the flood. This may be alarming and disturbing for a lot of you to hear, because in truth, it really disturbed me. Why is it that cannibals call human meat long pig, and how they describe human meat to taste exactly like pork? Why is it that pigs make one of the best organ donors for human transplant surgeries? Why is it that science says that pigs and humans have a common ancestor from thousands of years ago? I'll tell you why. It's because pigs are human-boar hybrids. Yes, you heard me correctly. They are human-boar hybrids. They are unclean DNA because they are us. Not exactly, but they are us. In the book of Enoch, it describes it more clearly, but to give you guys a rundown, when the fallen angels came down and sinned upon this earth with humans, they also did the same with animals, creating hybrids that are even seen through the entire Bible. It's the same reason why Jesus cast the demons into the pigs.
I'm like, man, this girl's crazy. Everything tastes like chicken. Don't you know? Oh boy. I didn't actually know the Christians also didn't eat pig. I actually have many Christian friends that still eat pork, and maybe they don't know. Maybe they're under the impression it's not. I don't know what to believe anymore. At this point, you are your own religion. You manifest your own timeline. You manifest your own well-being. If you want to eat pork, you go ahead, eat pork. If you don't want to, don't eat it. I guess you're eating your own. Cannibalism is a thing. Cannibalism a thing in Mother Nature as well. So nothing too crazy here. Just keep it going, I guess. Oh boy, here come the religious nuts. Oh, Teddy, you mocking my religion. No, I'm not. You are still free to practice your own religion. You can do whatever you want. I'm not here to stop you. I don't eat beef, but that doesn't mean you force beef down my throat. Same way with you. I ain't forcing pork down your throat. That's your own decision. All right, man, some of you guys are like, Teddy, I'm eating pork right now. I got bacon on my pizza. Oh boy. By the way, are you a goon? Did you interact with the video before the video even started? Come on now. We need you now more than ever. These topics are suppressing us because of certain terms I'm saying. So help me out. Interact. It'll help. And we would love to see your interaction as well. I react to everybody. I react to the comments. I react to the videos. I react to everything. All right, let's keep it going.
Religion got it closest to being correct. The Hindu, is that the closest?
I think so. Bhagavad Gita still pristine, and whereas the Bible has been manipulated. But you can still, it's still cool. The Bible is still understandable. If you watch my vids, you'll understand how to appreciate that great book. Great book.
It's so much information. Book of Enoch, what do you know about that?
Well, and that's Moses. Enoch is Hermes, is Mercury, the planet, is Buddha, is Nebo, Nebuchadnezzar. All of those words, that's Mercury, Hermes, the book of Hermes. The book of Enoch is 2 tablets. Moses has 2 tablets. Hermes has his 2 green tablets. It's all the same thing. It's the messenger of God. It's the word of God, the intelligence communication from source to human beings when you meditate. When you meditate, you go into the magnetic field where you are one and still, and all of that information comes to you. That's how the gurus got it.
Whoa, that is weird. They're basically insinuating that all the gurus were potential messengers in communication or able to talk to a higher conscience or power. Whoa. And then also, I'm not, yet again, no religious bias here. He's got some favoritisms. It looks like you practice whatever religion you want. In the end, I believe they're all saying the same thing. We just want to find nirvana. We just want to find that peace. We just want to do the right things. We all want to do positive things. Hey, you do whatever you feel you won't need to do in order to get to that nirvana, in order to get to that heaven, in order to get to that positive state you want to get to. And some of you are maybe agnostic, atheists and whatnot, and it's all up to you. Hey, time will only tell. Let's find out. We're going to find out together. The goons are forever.
Is this unassuming picture taken off the shores of Antarctica perhaps the most important photograph ever taken in human history? Stick around. I'll explain more. This man's name is George Rayner, and he's a biologist. And he unknowingly possibly took the most important picture in human history while he was down in Antarctica exploring whales. There is a large faction of people that believe what he captured here beyond the ice wall is actually the edge of our known world, the firmament. And that might sound crazy to you, but I'm going to provide you with some evidence that might make you think it's not so crazy. Let's first get a point of reference by looking at this Go Fast rocket that was launched from Arizona that went straight up and at about 72 miles appeared to hit something, a barrier of some sort. And if we are potentially living under a dome and we look at Arizona, it would be closer to the highest part of the dome. So 72 miles here would lead to a lower resting dome down towards Antarctica. And when you scour the internet and you find encyclopedia information pre-NASA, this is what you find.
I'm going to show you the Encyclopedia Britannicas in the public libraries before 1958. Here is volume 2 out of the alphabet A. And we're going to flip to the Antarctica from 1958, before the Antarctic Treaty says the flights proved inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. When they returned to New Zealand, these flights proved the inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south.
So 72 miles high. And when you get closer to Antarctica, as in New Zealand and Australia, 13,000 feet is where they're saying the dome is, which is about 3 miles. So going from 72 miles down to about 3 miles. At some point, it seems like that is going to connect to the known grounds. And when you colorize this photo and look at it closer and compare what that looks like to the ripples of water, they look almost identical. And when you look at other photos from this man's camera, you see it's not just a phenomenon caused from the camera or the type of photography or even the lens, but it is very specific to this area here beyond the glacier or ice wall or whatever this is. It's specific to the background. So like I said in the beginning, is this photograph potentially the most important photograph that has ever been taken in modern history? And do the shape of rainbows actually reflect the fact that we are in fact living under a dome? God's special dome that he created to protect us from Lord knows what else is out there, because I think we're living in a little anthole in a much, much bigger flat realm. Oh, and I didn't even mention the fact that when you take a different perspective, you see what this mountain actually is. Mouth, nose, eyes, you know. But as always, you guys know I'm just joking. I know that's probably just the fact that the camera couldn't adjust the focus so it rippled. It's not actually frozen water, and we're not actually under a dome. We live on a globe spinning 400,000 miles per hour hurling through the universe. Of course. Entertainment purposes. Have a great day.
Guys, this is definitely an interesting photograph. As you guys know, in my current timeline, I am not experiencing a flat Earth, but it is a round Earth. I'm also kind of like 100% firmament, but can there be a firmament in a round Earth? Can that be plausible? Please, please. I want it to be. That's my own theory right now. It's probably already been said by somebody, but hey, I'm feeling it 100%. But that firmament could just be an ozone. Who knows? Oh boy, the ozone be doing all kinds of crazy things. Rainbows do be appearing. Oh, Teddy, the rainbows only appear when it's through a glass film. Oh boy. Oh boy. The rainbows are interesting. When you try to do your own rainbows, you got to use some type of glass prism, and then boom, rainbow. So you do wonder, hey, where is that glass coming from? But they tell it, they explain it. It's the atmosphere. That's our container. Oh boy, but then that rocket hit something 72 miles up in the air. It went clunk. That's it. And then we got this picture. The picture says it all. And potentially in some of your guys' timelines, the picture says it all. But in my current timeline, I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing it. I'm just, I kind of saw like the face thing when he changed the perspective. But what does that mean? You know, it's like, okay, so it's a giant. The landmass is actually a giant. The picture has nothing to do with the wall. The wall don't even make sense in this picture. I can't even fathom it. Why can't it just be water that continues on? Is it like the way that the wall is? I see. I'm going too deep. I'm trying to rationalize this. Here we go again. Teddy starts spiraling. All right, we're gonna keep it going.
Taught that the King James Version was the first English version of the Bible. First version translated into English. Why? As a matter of fact, way before the King James, the Geneva Bible was out. King James. And you say, wait a minute, if the Geneva Bible is such a good book, why was it banned? Well, let me tell you why it was banned. First of all, in any of this stuff that I've got, I'm more than willing to let you take a look at. This is a little pamphlet of the instructions to the translators. And if you see this, you understand real quick what's going on. You start to understand some of the things that are going on with it. And part of the thing is, let me just give you one quote out of the Geneva of 1591. Ephesians 6, 11, 12. See if you can figure out anything that might cause a king not to want to have this out. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may abide to stand against the assaults of the devil. For we wrestle not only against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers. Sounds pretty familiar so far, right? And against worldly governors, who are the princes of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness which are in the high places. Now that basically says the governments are all evil. Can you understand why they would want to get rid of something like that? Well, they in fact did.
Well, I'm not here to debate anyone's religion, whether you're listening to, or I'm sorry, reading the King James Version, or you're going back to the original Geneva, or not even original, just a version of the Geneva Bible. It's all up to you on which version. Hey, one of those versions has been replaced with a new version, and the part that was taken out is potentially the principalities and the governing bodies that are princes of darkness. Potentially, you start, hey, why'd they take this passage out? But hey, oh man, there's so many books. All the stories are the same. All the stories are the same. We already know. You already know. You already know. We're gonna win. We're gonna beat the Matrix. They're gonna make these systems against us. They're constantly making new systems. Oh man, there must be another way we can get their money. And then how long are we gonna let them keep doing this? You know, how long? How long did it take previous civilizations to finally say enough's enough? Oh boy. Oh boy. Just keep getting into debt. All right, let's keep it going. Wait, what? What does A113 mean? What does A113 mean? I got a note from Shaman that says that, hey, Teddy, it's a molecular form of adrenochrome. And I'm like, hey, I watched the video. I did not get that from this video. What? I thought the A113 was just the class or the room that all the people from the California Institute of... Never mind. Maybe that's just what they want us to say. Oh, Teddy, the answer's right there in front of you. They got the entire molecular breakdown. I have no idea. Is A113 like the unknown substance that they called it before it was actually named? Or is it kind of like the names that they don't say, so that way you don't figure it out? We just call it A113, buddy. We're that elite. Oh man. All right, let's keep it going.
What was that? You guys. I got that. I got that. I got that. What? What? What was that?
Man, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. It does to me. I go CGI, but at the same time, he's saying, hey, my friends told me to do this, and I ran outside, and other neighbors were outside too. So I want to see the other camera angles. Did they all capture this lightning coming out of the moon? Was there really lightning coming out of the moon, or was it only your camera angle? And the way you zoomed up in there, it kind of seemed like you got a Samsung. AI took over, and it's like, ooh, you're zooming up on a round white object. Time to show you the moon surface. That's just basically what those cameras are trained to do. Trick ya. Trick ya. But then is it enough to trick you and add a lightning bolt? I don't think so. But maybe we just witnessed a UAP harnessing the power of the plasma of the moon. If you think the moon is plasma, which I do. Oh boy. Can we land on it or can we not? That's all I want to know. I'm ready. Supposedly there's a movie coming out about this. I want to watch that movie about the Regardless, we're going to keep it going.
You can use radium to test if a diamond is real. This is great. They were growing lab-grown diamonds in 1902. Everything was being made in the lab. So you know this whole lab-grown meat situation? Guess what? That's all from 1902. That was already being done. Just like diamonds were being grown in a lab in 1902. Then they make you pay a premium for them when they could just grow them. They can also transmute certain materials to create diamonds for free. This book holds a lot of gems, that's for sure, 1902. So then they exposed larvae to radium, and they noticed that they actually lived 3 times the lifespan, according to his fellows, and still showed no signs of changing into a moth. So what they were showing was the radium was connecting to the fountain of youth. It was allowing insects to live 3 times as long as they normally would. If you think about it, radium begins to be the fountain of youth, and that's another reason we were told about, the radium girls and girls licking paint, which makes absolutely no sense, for 13 hours a day licking paint and whatever else, putting chemicals into the body, but not talking about the fountain of youth with radium.
Bro, I thought those radium girls ended up not doing so hot, They had some painfulness at the end of their lives. Oh boy. But this is the baseline glass guy. He loves that radium. He's feeling the energy and he wants to tell you. And I know all about feeling the energy. Goons, you feeling the energy? I'm feeling the energy, Teddy. Yeah, I'm feeling the energy too. Yeah, so started off with diamonds and radium can be used to tell if diamonds are real or not. And then, yeah, we can basically make everything. So what's the point of diamonds? I mean, what's the point of radium? Oh, they're hiding the radium because now we got the diamonds. I'd say that's where I kind of got lost, but it's good to know that, hey, radium's still a fountain of youth. This guy gonna last forever. What if he's the vampire of our times? He's figured it out. And all we need to do is go back to the baseline glass. What about all the previous generations that were on baseline glass? Were they living longer? I mean, they had access to it, right? No, they were dying earlier, I thought. Oh boy. Maybe there were always people living to the ages of 120 plus, and now we're just not able to keep track. There are those crazy videos where there are people like, I'm 141, and like no one says anything. No one even gawks an eye of sorts, They're just continue. All right, we're gonna do just two more. Oh wow, is that what the Black Mountain Pyramid at the pyramid? Oh boy, here I am. I'm spreading the rumors. No, I mean, like, it's supposed to be a magnetic force you can't get near. So is that as close to it as you can get before your equipment starts failing? So that's the original pictures that we got. Do we actually have pictures of that magnetic force? I don't know. But it is weird that everything around it. But then again, it's a peak, right? I assume all mountain peaks are going to be like that. Show me the Himalayas. Show me the Himalayas. What do they look like? Interesting. Interesting. All right, we're going to do just one more. Just one more, and we're out of here.
So that I stay safe and I can come back and I stay alive, I want to tell you something. I will give you a hint to what he showed me. It's going to happen. And you have to get rid of these metals in your body. And I know exactly how to do it very easily. If you want to do it fast and quick, it would be green drinks. There's something with chlorophyll that has to do with, it matches, it's very close to your blood in its structure. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so you have to have a carrier that will grab things and take them out of your body, okay? So if you want to know what's going to happen, and it could happen tomorrow, it could happen, but they're going to say it's something else. You're going to have to do your own thinking about this. I don't want to get in trouble. But just stick a piece of foil in a microwave and picture that in your body. Because you can't see a microwave, but you can see the results of it when it's in present. And you know to not put foil in the microwave because you just do it once, and then you have a fireworks show that the neighbors talk about, because frequencies affect different things. And if something is coming that is intentional, if it hits something that stops it, then it starts to heat up because of resistance. If it can't flow through you, then it starts to cook. And that's what I saw. It's pending. They're going to say it's something else. This is evil. There's all kinds of stuff. They're fighting content on the ground and everywhere. We don't know even how this barium and all this stuff is getting here. It's like dropping out of the sky. It's everywhere. Why all these heavy metals? Where is it coming from? The bottom line is, yeah, I know. Please don't you. Bottom line is, you got to get this out of your body. They've been developing these weapons with frequencies for a long time. So these frequencies that fry electronics, and they're already. I can't say anything. I apologize, but you just go out and look around where you live, because it's coming. But if there's nothing in you, so Jesus said that the evil one's coming, but he has nothing in me. So that's what I'm trying to tell you without telling you.
I mean, this is coming too, and I know half of you probably won't believe it. I'm just believing that you will. But the technology is already here. You need to shield your phone at night. You need to turn it off. You need to shield it and get it away from you. What's coming is advertisements through your phone on the wavelength that your brain can receive it. It's already out. I'm just telling you. You wouldn't even. I mean, I can't say but you got one right down the street. They're already going to do it. They've already announced it. The technology. They're going to advertise through your phone, and you're going to pick it up here.
Man, I didn't think it was going to be through the phone. I thought it was going to be through the 5G towers that got the bands that your brains can transmit, like the patent said that it was going to be. And then it's the signal that's going from the Whoa. We got to slow it down. I'm feeling it. Man, I don't know who this guy was, but he said a lot of things. He's saying a lot of things. So, can you take chlorophyll in vitamin form? So his goal is like, hey, there's DEWs. DEWs are a thing. It don't matter what color your roof is. It don't matter what kind of human being you are, how pure, how unpure. When a DEW is in your presence, you gonna feel it, buddies. And this guy says he has the solution. He's seen the things. He's like talking about potentially a cleansing that you can do to your body to remove heavy metals. Not really sure what that is. He mentioned chlorophyll. At the point I go, hey, if a DW or any type of thing you're getting targeted, gang stalk, whatever it may be, hey, you run to a cave at that point. Run far away, because I'm not sure that the solution is removing heavy metals so that it doesn't impact you, because you're going to be interacting with all kinds of tech in any society that you're in currently, you know? Unless you're far away from society, I feel that's the only way they won't be able to grasp a hold of you. Now I'm starting to understand the cave people and the people that go underground. Oh boy. Has this all happened before? This can happen at any time. Prepare. Hey, be as prepared as you can be. Guys, that is it. That was a lot. Shaman, you making my head spin. It does make me think. It makes me wonder what is really going on. I want to know. And hopefully we keep exploring and we keep learning and we keep finding the truths that are being hidden. And I feel like every day, every video, I am getting a little bit more to the end goal, which is, hey, is this real? Are you real? Are you goons real? Oh man, here comes spelling. All right, there should be videos on the screen right now. Continue getting your goon fix in. The one in the middle, you can subscribe right to me. It's a little circle with my profile picture. Can't you see? All right, goodbye. Stay safe, stay strong, stay home. Stay home, stay safe. Stay home, stay safe.